Hey, I gotta go to City Hardware and buy some good PPR pipe so I can do this. Now we're gonna continue on to pour the last interior walls, which is gonna be there at our master closet and our master bath. And in order for them to get that done, I've got to weld up some PPR in there, fuse it together. I noticed something. I picked up a couple pieces of PPR pipe that I had laying there, and it felt really lightweight. And I said, well, this didn't feel this light before. Either my muscles must be getting really strong or something, you know. Oh, this don't weigh nothing. Anyway, I looked at it down at the end, and it was thin. And I'm like, what? Because I had tried to make sure that I got none of that thin PPR pipe. So this brings up another good topic, and the topic is that there are different grades of PPR pipe. Doing a little riding and talking, heading to the hardware store. I don't get much chance to talk about other topics, so this is a good chance also for this. There are so many bicyclists, not motorbikes, bicyclists, you know, man-powered cycle bicyclists on the roads now in the Philippines, and just everywhere, in bicycle shops everywhere. Really nice mountain bike style bikes here everywhere. And in the talking to some people on that, when the lockdown happened last year and people had to get to work and travel and all that, and they shut down the jeepneys and they put major restrictions on taxis, which most people can't afford a taxi daily here on their budget anyway, and they made trikes so difficult, and they made riding on the back of a bike so difficult and all. You remember even coming up with this board behind the driver of the motorcycle, having a board behind his back, and then the passenger in behind there. I mean, this has been a ride. Well, it spurred off people buying bicycles and riding bicycles to work, to go to the market, to do all these things, because it was a mode of transportation they could do without all these regulations. And it was already a little bit of a movement here anyway. It's just such a beautiful place to bike and stuff, you know. A little dangerous on the roads, but now there's just mass numbers of them, and they just do it even for the sport now. It's just become a very big thing, and I think it's pretty cool. Just, I'm telling you, it's not just a few random, it is just a bunch of people riding these nice bicycles, and I like it. I mean, I just honestly, I like it. Here I am inside of here, and let's look at this PPR. That is that thin wall one right there, and the specs on it say right there 25 millimeter dash 2.3 millimeter. Now let's see if we can find one to compare it against. Now here's this one, and you see right here it is 25 mm-3.5 millimeter. Here's both of them in my hand. Let's see if we can see a difference there. You see that? And this is the one I like. You see how thick that is right there? That's just what I like. I like because there's more material there to work with. But let's look at it here a little bit more. So here we are again. And that particular one is 25 by 4.2 millimeter. A class, it says. See the rest of the specs here on it. So 70 degrees Celsius. Now let's look at the others. It's a different brand, different labeling. This is the one that was a 3.5 hot and cold. It doesn't give some of the same specs or ratings, different brand. But you can see right here anything that you might want to know and decipher from this. Then lastly, this was the thin one right here. See if we can get that to stay focused. For some reason it's really having a hard time. There we go. So this was the last one right here, 2.3 millimeter, and it shows cold water only. Let me go to some more labeling here on it. So now you're looking at the pressure 167.39, and it says cold water only. So here's all three pieces laying right here, different ones, hot and cold water only. We got 2.3, we've got 3.5, and then lastly, what was the other one again? The 4.2 right here. Well, I had a package show up while I was gone from, I think maybe from Ninja Van. I'm not sure. Let's see. Not sure which one. Yep, Ninja Van. They want to ship this. These are fuel lines for my outboard motors, sitting right out here on the boat and over here on the stand. My primer bulb, this primer bulb right here, on both of them had got just rock hard. You couldn't even squeeze it, couldn't prime up any fuel. Let me get this open. And I found a whole variety of these on Lazada for sale. Probably before long they probably end up the same condition, who knows. But the price was really cheap, and this stuff's hard to find. Maybe even 2 years ago I wouldn't even been able to find this at all here, but now I can. And it's all supposed to set up and match with the Yamaha stuff and with the fuel cell. I bought 2 of them. Of course, there's 2 boats sitting out here, and I needed that. So I said 2 boats sitting out. There's 2 motors sitting out here. So I'm happy to get those. That came in. And I also had another package to arrive. And this one has got something else that it's just a hassle to run around here and look for sometimes, and I didn't have to run around and look for it. And that is the spark plugs for this boat. I had taken one with me, and when I looked up online this spark plug number, it fit a lot of different things, from motorcycles, all kinds of stuff, for this particular plug right here, this NGK. And this is the one that is factory recommended for that boat. Now I want to give y'all a little tip real quick, any of you motorheads out there. With this CDI ignition that's on here, if you put any of those platinum, titanium, split fire plugs, all that stuff, not these just standard old school plugs on that Yamaha outboard that I have there, it will knock out that CDI control unit. The resistance is wrong, and so you might think you're really doing yourself an upgrade by putting these new modern plugs in that are supposed to be so awesome, and in fact you're doing damage. But I was happy to get these ordered. I had stopped at 2 or 3 shops that I thought would have them, and They didn't, and I said, you know, I'm not going to repeat this process again. So I went once again to Lazada, and you know what? I bought these so cheap that in their original NGKs, you see, bought these so cheap with shipping and everything on Lazada. It wasn't even worth my time to drive around here and look for them any longer. Just relax my mind and wait for them to come in. So I'm happy to get that. I'm wanting to spend a little bit of time messing with that boat again. I've got fresh gas and the 2-cycle oil mixed in it out there. What am I waiting for to come in next? Let's see. The plugs, the fuel line. Oh, the fuel filter. I'm waiting for that to come in as well, for the 115 horsepower Enduro out there. So glad that these things here are showing up, and I can just not spend my time chasing around, and whenever they get here and I have all the stuff, then I can put together a day of messing with that, whether it turn out to be a prosperous day or a frustrating day, we don't know, but it'll be a day. Nipples, orange, what'd you get? Yeah, screw a couple of those in there. We'll tie that to hold it straight. So I just got through putting this PPR pipe, hold it, push that out from that wall. I just want to lean this out. Yeah. So you can see, I put my 90s on there with my female ends, tied it right onto the back of the sheet of plywood. The smaller one, the half, one's a half, one's 3/4, the half's on the hot water. Put a spacer in behind there to keep that spaced properly down here where it comes out. Anyway, there it is. That's spaced just right for the shower head. Yeah, we'll take a piece of bar and put across here. Yeah, tie another one like that, and then put a piece of steel bar across to hold it up. And I just welded up the same thing, the one here for the toilet that's going to go right down here, and we're going to need to get a hole drilled here for it, where it's going to be coming in from the back side behind this plywood, the supply line for the toilet here. Well, everyone, it's evening time now, end of another work day. You guys went home about an hour ago, so let's go up and cover what happened today. Here comes Melinda with stones again. You're such a stoner. So my doctor neighbors are over here at their lot next door. They like to come here and kind of garden with all their plants and just enjoy the beach and just relax on the lot itself. Seen them working pretty hard around there, so I took Doc over a nice cold beer, one of those kettle brews that I bought. I said, man, I'm gonna go share it with a neighbor. You know, what is wrong with that? Man, the leaf has grown up twice as tall today as what it was yesterday. I'm telling you, it is just absolutely amazing. Today, I didn't show it on video because I was out handling some other stuff, but we built a higher scaffolding across the front. I'm kind of laughing. I just now noticed they even put some all the way far down there. We didn't need it down there. We only need it to this column. They went way beyond, because that's not getting built tall down there. That's almost to its height. That's all right. We can probably make use of it somehow. It's just long pieces of bamboo. At least they didn't cut them. It means that they can get repurposed. But there it is. They got more scaffolding up, and then they started continuing the beam up to where that third floor little front room, foyer, and that third floor stairwell termination room that's also going to have me like a little office attached with it will go up. So there's the stirrups there they got on. Same thing over here on this side, just right in the middle of the house up here at the top. Is it going to have that? Let's see what else is going on in here. I did work up here today, so I was around them, but I just wasn't around when they did the scaffolding. And they did put a little bit more little catwalks up there as well. Oh, I didn't notice this. They got stirrups up that small column right there as well. So that means they got one more small column back over there that they're going to extend up also. I worked over here today extending up the PPR. I just got it tied here temporary. It's not going to be like this. We got electrical outlets, the boxes. We got those in for that small bedroom in the front that's going up against this CR wall. I start preparing PPR. This one right here. This is right where I stopped at earlier. Got to get this tied in place. It'll just slip back down, but that's going to be underneath the sink there. I've got to get one on the opposite side for the cold water as well. Got the one down in here. We just got a blue fitting screwed into it right now to hold it. Got the PPR pipe for the toilet. And once again, we just got these blue fittings screwed into the PPR for something to tie on to and to keep trash out. But as well, the PPR set up there for the shower. The walls began getting formed up there on the inside. There's a window buck right up over there. That's also transpiring, taking place. And the new walls are just amazing. I wish this piece of plywood wasn't leaning here. You could get a better look, and look how well that window buck turned out. There's our electrical outlets. One of those is actually going to have Cat 6 and a TV coax both in it. And then the one next to it's electrical outlet. So appreciate you all watching this video again and seeing the progress on our home. And I hope that you're enjoying it as much as we are, because we are really enjoying it. I wake excited for this every day. Thank you very much.